up, everybody? How you doing? Local Music Monday in full effect. We're live on the D. You can follow along on Disruption Network's Twitch page, our YouTube page, and, of course, we're live on the book. That's Facebook. Shout out to the sponsors. I got to give some. I just closed it out. Do you believe I just closed this? I'm having stupid day. I can't even. Nothing is going right for me today. It's a typical Monday, but we'll get through it for sure. Let's see. Let me open up my notes again because I just closed it out like a dumbass.
It's all right. It's all right. We got time.
Hang on. All right. There's my sponsors. Oh, first off, I got to give a huge shout out to my dude, Joe Altier. Just Joe from Syracuse. Oh, yeah. My man hooked me up big time. He did a little loveogram for me for Stephanie's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty badass, actually.
That's sick.
And so I told him, I said, Joe, I got to give you a big shout out. So follow Joe on justjoe.com. You can follow him. His Twitch page is absolutely huge. You can follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias. Joe's out there killing it. For those that don't know Joe, he's the voice of The Big Show, you know, from the wrestle. Well, it's The Big Show. That's Joe. Yeah. That's my dude.
Wait, The Big Show didn't actually sing that?
No, The Big Show didn't.
World shattered.
Yeah.
And also,
my day is done.
He was part of the very famous metal band Brand New Sin.
Brand New Sin, yeah, for sure. Joe's been out there. So definitely check him out. He does loveograms. He'll even roll to your house. He performed for my mom once in her living room.
That's awesome.
He came all the way to Bridgewater, set up a piano, not a piano, but a keyboard and played her Chicago songs for her birthday one time.
That's amazing.
I love Joe. Thank you, Joe, for all that you do for me. So check out Joe, justjoe.com, and get a loveogram for your loved ones, or maybe for some random occasion. He'll sing for pretty much whatever. So
or for some random person.
I should have
random people.
I should have used Joe for tonight. I mean, today's my wife's birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Jessica.
Happy
birthday, Jessica.
Should have done the loveogram next year,
dude. It'll get you laid. It got me laid.
Yeah?
It did. Totally.
Oh, all right, cool.
The whole day.
Well, maybe next year for her 30th.
The whole day I was laid.
Next year for her surprise 30th.
That calls for a bell ring.
Yeah,
yes.
There you go.
And the reason why I got laid that day is because I used Nut Rub, dude.
Because of The Big Show.
It's because of Nut Rub.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
But next year when Jess turns 30, I'll do it.
Get some Nut Rub in there. Ballsy.com. Use promo code members only. Get you a discount.
Guys, if you're watching this, Ballsy, you need more. We need more samples.
I got some for you.
Okay.
Right. They gave
but
me
I'm just telling them to send it anyway.
Yeah, send them anyway.
Send
more Nut Rub.
I'm like, it's bad because I start living off of the samples that we get, like Nut Rub and the Freeman's formula and everything like that, and then I run out. I'm like a dude on heroin, just fucking itching and shit. Going, what the fuck? I need my fucking Nut Rub.
Speaking of upgrade brain formula, use this to wake up your brain. Do you see why Justin's so hyped up today? Is because he's on an upgrade right now.
Well, I'm also on my third cup of coffee,
and he's on his third cup of Utica coffee.
You just talk about your balls with such passion.
Because it's
such a poetic way.
You know what? The thing is, when you're my age, and you'll start talking about your balls with some passion, too. Let me tell you.
They get lower. They sag a little lower.
Oh, no. I wear boxer briefs. Mine don't sag.
You don't?
No, because here's the problem, guys. You wear boxer shorts. You wear boxer shorts. By the time you're 60, you go to sit on the toilet, and you can tell the temperature of the water because they just go bloop. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? And then, you're like, shit, now I got to take a shit, and my shit touches my balls. It's not fun, man.
Good, dude.
And then the Nut Rub won't help you there.
Yeah. You're on fire today. I love it.
I don't know about that.
It's a combination of Utica coffee and upgrade brain formula.
You never know what type of start you're going to have here, but this is not what I expected.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's never what you expect. I promise you that.
And guess what? We didn't even get through all the advertisement reads.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Justin Smith, and now booking for kids' birthday parties.
Oh, right. Yeah, you don't want that. No. Listen, I'm around my 5-year-olds, so when I get around adults, I just lose my mind. So,
He's losing his mind today.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so you don't say this in front of him?
What?
You don't say this in front of him?
Oh, of course I do, but it's not taken the same way.
Then he goes to school, he's like, I got to rub my nuts.
No, I say that, and he's like looking at me like, huh? I mean, I don't get any reaction from him, so it's not as fun.
Not a conversation you want to have with a 4-year-old.
No. And he's 5, by the way. He's in school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Anyway. Shout out to EJA Moving Services. I love those guys, man.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
I'll vouch for Anthony's balls.
Thank you, Steph.
I love it.
See?
She's the
Thank
best.
you. So, EJA Moving Services, when you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his staff at 315-335-0516. They can pretty much move anything, anywhere, anytime, any place, and they do all the work for you. You don't even have to do anything. So check them out, EJAmoving.com. Can somebody lower that, whoever's got that up there? I hear some feedback going on.
Oh, is that mine?
Also,
Josh, what the fuck, dude?
I don't know.
Fucking Angry Birds can wait.
I thought it was off.
This is a fucking train wreck already.
Let's start this over.
Yeah, let's go. We're going off.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hey, what's up? Welcome to
Hi, welcome to the show about
Local
Justin
Music
Smithson's
Radio.
balls.
Balls.
Yeah. And then also Joey's at 307, Utica Coffee, Saranac.com, and you guys know all the other sponsors that we have here. Hi, guys. How are you? How's everybody doing? We got Josh Crossman, Nate Keida, Spencer Morgan in the house. You guys got a little thing. You guys have Wonder Twin Powers activated. You guys have formed like a power quadruple trio or some shit, right? Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
It doesn't. I don't know.
Sure. We'll take it.
What are you guys doing?
Playing some
A
tunes.
puppet show.
Yeah.
Seems to be going all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Just something we threw together.
What's the name of it? I forgot.
We were young once.
We were young ones. Oh,
Says the young guys.
yes, says the young guys. I'm the oldest one in this fucking room, you pieces of shit. All of you. So we were young ones, huh? Back in my day. How did this happen?
Back in my day when I used to listen to early 2000s music.
That cracks me up, too, right? Isn't it funny? Because to me, 2000s was like last week.
Dude, that's classic rock now, man.
That's crazy for me. So, like, The Killers is considered classic rock now?
Yeah.
Please don't say
Really?
Yeah, dude.
that. No.
Like Muse?
Shut your
Stuff
whore
like that
mouth.
from...
I know. Tell me about it, though, dude. My mind's blown, too. Bruce Springsteen is like fucking 50s music, dude.
He's easy listening now. He's standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock.
Yeah.
Yes, the new yacht rock.
Work on a college campus where the it style is 90s style, like just what you wore normally in the 90s is now the retro cool style. I'm
Oh,
like,
so I'm in style?
yeah.
Oh yeah, just you know what the
never
fun,
left.
you know what the funny thing is though is that once 2000s hit, like everybody, all the kids that came up just forgot how to create a new identity and a new like thing. They had to go, oh well, shit, we can't do anything because everything now sucks. So let's go back to the 70s. They were cool, and then you do the 2010s and the 80s were huge, and now the 2020s
Well, and that's
back to the 90s. So
It's been that way for a bit, though. I feel like even in the 70s, they looked back to, like, and romanticized the era of, like, Elvis and them. Because that's when you got the second wave of, like, Bruce and all those artists kind of
see,
doing that style. And then you got
musically,
the
I agree
80s
with you.
throwing it back as well.
Musically, I
So-
agree with you because, like, you know, Bruce taking the, you know, that's the stuff his parents listened to and everything like that. Like, you could go with that. I'm talking about style-wise.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
styles.
Like the way that people, like, I don't know, like people dressed in the 90s with like the Jinko jeans and like, you know, the 80s was the, you know, the crazy new wave style and the 70s were
Which-
bell bottoms. You know what I mean?
Jinko's making a comeback, by the way.
Come on.
Of course they are.
They have like
Do you remember
premium
10 years
denim.
ago, Jordache jeans made a comeback? I mean,
100%.
dude, it's
Yep.
like, you know, the
And
styles
Champion-
are.
Champion is now a premier brand.
Yeah,
Champion's
again.
up there with Nike now.
Right, remember they only used to sell Champion at like
Ames.
Walmart. Yeah,
Ames.
and Ames, yeah.
You guys are blowing my mind
Dude,
right now.
it's serious.
Wait, Jenko left?
insane.
When was that not a thing? Where this whole time?
Dude, I thought I had the whole
I thought it was
collection.
cool.
I thought it was great.
I've been walking around with my pogs in the pockets. You know?
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Don't get me going on Pogs, bro.
It is one big cycle, though. One big cycle
Yeah.
of fashion, I feel like. But,
Yeah.
So the 90s are kind of on the way back, I guess. Shit. You remember the flannels was like a big thing in the 90s, and we never stopped wearing
know,
them.
yeah.
I was going to say,
I never stopped.
literally the most comfortable.
Right?
LL Bean is cashing in.
Oh, sure.
Are they?
Sure they are, because you know what? In the 90s, there was, you know, the cool kids who wore the Jayco jeans and, like, you know, smoked weed, like, 27 times a day.
Right.
You know, and then there
wrong
was
with that? Look
at us
no. Then there was the preppy kids who only smoked once just to be like, I smoke weed, and they all wore LL Bean. You know what I mean? And they golfed at country clubs.
That's it.
Hey, our dude Tim Moyer's checking in and he's saying the 90s through the 2000s was a good time. I personally don't remember any of it.
No.
I know I know I
hammered
was
for
there.
all of it.
Like, you were just born.
Yeah, but Jim Morgan drank a lot. So
Shout out Jim Morgan, man.
He's like, Daddy, hold me. It seeps out of his pores.
No.
Oh, I'm drunk now.
we're in public, and they're like, "Oh, do you want? Is it time for a bottle?" He's like, yeah, and he brings out Jameson. They're like, "That's not milk." What is it?
Shut up, kid.
Shut up and drink it.
Shut up and drink it. I
You will
love
like it.
He had you at the clubs early,
Oh, yeah.
right? At a young age. You probably
15.
had. Well, I mean, not even playing, but maybe even just like roadieing or whatever, huh?
No, he had me like sitting at the end of the bar, just cocked and hammered, and that was it.
Thanks,
So,
Dad.
no, that's why it was really cool. A couple weeks ago? You had Bob on here.
Yep.
Talking about Luftwaffe and everything. And
Oh, yeah.
actually, the first show I ever did, was with Bob Aquaviva at Albies, and that was Keel the Puppet with his band 33 Hertz at the time.
Yeah,
So
I remember
that
33
was-
Hertz.
That was a really cool experience, and that's
That
what,
was your
tuning
first
into-
gig ever?
That's
I was
amazing.
15 years
His
old at
first gig
Albies, yeah.
ever was at Albies. I mean, that's like legendary.
Did you get in a fight that night?
Oh my God! Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause I think that's Albies. You'd go in there to, drink,
it was
fight,
required.
and fuck.
Yeah.
It's required.
That's pretty much, that
the
was
funny thing
Albies.
is Spencer at 13 years old did that night.
Yeah.
All three
of
of those things.
So I really love this, Dad.
Drink, fought, fucked.
Security's walking up to people being like, "You fighting? If not, get the fuck out.
Yeah, right.
We fight here. That's it."
He's ripping JMO shots
And then
slugging people.
the third show was at the EC for the concert series for life. So that was with Bob as well on that night.
Yep.
Wow, no shit.
So, yep.
And you're
So,
15 at that time.
Yeah.
God.
I was 30.
I was.
True.
I was. But anyways, yeah, that was, wow. And how fast they go by, right? Those days
Yeah,
just
too
fly
fast.
by.
Too fast.
That's for sure.
Larry's checking and he's saying,
Larry!
Dixon Flannels for the win.
Hell yeah.
He's
Right.
I swear he buys something off them every week on Instagram.
Yeah.
Got a different one every
Yeah,
practice. I'm like,
because they
"Ooh,
they do
nice."
all the flannels have themes like, oh, this is for the steel workers, and they'll be like Pittsburgh Steelers colors, or they'll be white and blue and red, and it's Rangers like for something. And
Yeah.
different bands and stuff. I swear to you, he comes to practice every week with a different one.
He's got
awesome.
hundreds of them, huh?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yes.
Back, no.
Yeah.
Boris is saying chicks and Jordache jeans in the 80s ruled.
Yep.
And that's true. That's what Jordache bought. That's a
Yeah,
real thing.
that is because there's nice butt jeans and there's just regular jeans. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Give me a second. Google image Jordache.
80s, do it, man. I'm telling you, Jordache butt.
Justin's hopped up on upgrade and Utica coffee, and Spencer's got a little jack going or whatever.
What? No, I don't. I'm clean.
I love it. Brondo's saying he's got his Black Sabbath on Sabbath one on today. I can't talk today. That's it. I'm closing out. We're
see
out of
you-
here. I think you guys take over. I'm just gonna sit here and be the yeah guy.
Want to switch places?
I'll be the
I got
yeah
it.
guy. Can I be the yeah guy today?
Yo, shall see you at hockey later.
After a 17-minute intro. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a good one.
I love it.
Let's go back to talking about your balls again. That's pretty productive.
It's usually how it ends up.
Stop it, I'm blushing.
Just when you don't know what direction to go, you can
bring up
always talk
Justin's
about
balls.
your balls.
That's it.
Yeah.
Always. You guys got gigs coming up?
Nope.
We're not here to
That's
talk
the,
about that.
that's the ADD in me.
I've just been fired.
Talking about shows.
We're not talking about any of that. No, we have a show at the gig coming up December 16th, actually.
Coming up Friday. Friday the 16th.
Friday the 16th.
Next Friday.
Yep. Yeah, so that'll be good. It's going to be a great time.
So who's in the band? The three of you, and who else?
Yes, and then it is Kevin Sullivan on bass and Mike Santoro on guitar.
Oh, Mike Sandy.
Yeah.
Ah, shut up, Mike.
You know what's
Sandy. I love
fun
it.
is that we get to all hang out that night because we're playing the Tiger.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Nice. I wish I could do that. I can't do that. I wish I could.
Maybe I can be sick for my show
Well,
so I
that's
can
cool. Everybody
come
do it
see.
and rub it in.
That's what I
A
was going to
good
try. Wait, you
band.
can't take my idea.
Why don't we
You can't
just
take
trade?
my idea?
Why don't we just trade like places or trade sets? Like you guys do a set in the Tiger. We'll
I
do
know,
it in the
right?
gig. Then we'll swap and we'll go up there, and
What?
it'll be.
That'd
You
be
guys should do
awesome.
that on April Fools.
Oh my God, that'd be sick.
Switch, on April Fools.
Oh, man.
Promote showtimes at the Tiger and last leftover at the gig, and then but actually switch it so it's not really happening
Hey,
that
you know,
way.
I
It
thought
just
about
really
I thought
confused the
about
shit
doing
out of
that with
everybody.
I thought about doing that with Gridley Page, but the problem is that nobody in the band looked like a lesbian.
Wow.
Listen, I'm getting my digs in on Tim right now because once he started throwing up the Christmas shit, I was like, no, that's it.
Why Tim Moyer likes Christmas?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
No, but the thing is now it's getting to the point where I'm okay with it now because Christmas is coming, so I'm okay with Tim and his Christmas post. But when he's putting up like the elf profile picture
On 4th of July.
No, yeah, right.
I like when you're in these moods.
I hate
great.
it. I really hate it because then I get in trouble. Like, remember the last time I was in this mood? And I
Yeah,
went on a
dude.
rant?
Yeah, we went
That
on a
was the
rant.
best. I
But
love that episode.
Yeah.
I was in the basement working out. I was like, yeah, let's go.
It's our most downloaded episode
Yeah,
ever.
I was on a rant. I was fucking pissed that day.
Yeah, we both were.
Yeah.
And we're still getting backlash from it, to be honest.
I don't
with
give a
you.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't like it? Scroll past.
That's it.
A politician that can't handle name calling. Oh, he called me the C word.
The funny thing is, I just want to say one thing about this because you guys all heard the episode, okay? Directly called racist because we used the
Yeah.
word crackhead. Now, mind you, never said what race I was talking about. I was talking about, you know, the white guys that drive around the golf carts or the shopping carts, and they're the crackheads, you know? Yeah. White guys. Need I mention also that we were called racist by a white guy.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Anyway, moving right along.
Don't get me fired up again.
Dude,
please.
let's do it.
No.
See, I missed that bandwagon because I've been off Facebook.
See, Crossman over here had
I listened to it at least.
You got to get back on, dude.
Yeah, you don't need to be on
Such a-
Facebook to listen to this show.
It's such a happy place.
No,
like,
I
get
know.
back on.
When I catch it.
It's like social media
Sometimes.
Disney World. It's great.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
Isn't it
just
great?
fantastic, yeah.
Everybody fights each other with keyboard strokes.
But with love.
And love,
Yes,
yeah.
it's in a very loving, civil
I'm
way.
going to block you.
Nobody
lovingly.
ever gets personal on there.
I'm going to block you.
Lovingly.
Anyhow. So when we were young?
Oh, shit. That's what we're talking about? My bad.
I forgot. We're
Yeah,
all over the
December
place today.
16th at the gig. That's going to be our second show.
I have a question for you.
awesome.
So when you guys are at
hope
the
we have an
Tiger
answer
and
for you.
you're at the gig, is there like a set break where you can catch each other, or does it overlap? Are you playing at the same
It's
time?
supposed
or-
to, but like the way that they're doing, like, I don't know, because we start at 9:30. You guys will start at 10, correct?
Tell me when to start.
All right. Well, you know, I mean,
No, we start at 10.
he starts whatever the fuck he wants. So,
Start
no,
at
you know,
10:01 now.
Want to
just
be starting
spite you.
something?
want to be starting something. Anyway,
I love
usually
Madonna.
at the, yeah. I thought Aerosmith was a good band.
Oh, We Will Rock You is a great song. For that. This is a
You guys want to go get some lunch? Three of us will go get lunch. They'll leave these two alone.
No, I know what you're saying. Though, like at
Yeah.
Turning Stone, they stagger the start times. That way, people will pop in the Tiger first
Right.
because it's 9:30. Gigs 10. I think the Rooster's 10:30. I think. I don't know.
I believe so. I think you're right. I think everything's staggered.
Or something
half an
like
hour,
that. So they tried to
but-
stagger
right.
it, and then they stagger the break times as well. But I don't know if you talk to the guys in the last left, they have other things to say because sometimes we just go straight through, and they look at me like, God.
Once again, younger.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
you
do
guys
that
have
shit.
bladders?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Nate.
Yeah,
and
but we have diapers.
Nate and I talked about this because Follow the Muse just played a show in Oneonta this past weekend, and we rode together. And on the way home, we were talking about that because Spencer has mentioned yo, we're gonna go all the way through. I was like, I gotta pee already, and Nate's like, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. Maybe he can do an acoustics.
You have to have like one or two just so I can just run and take a piss.
Do a song by the Wiggles. We were young once. We'll just throw that. There you go.
you could do a set by
chug a
yourself.
big red car.
If you could learn some acoustic songs, so we could go to the bathroom and go watch Showtime. That'd be-
Well, so that's the thing with Last Left, though, too. Like, so Jack and Diane, that's a song. That's a thing. And
Not
there's
half
no,
as bad as Mustang
there's-
Sally.
There's no, yeah, no, you're right about that. There's no bass in that song, so that's a song for Kevin to be like, I'll be back. Under the Bridge, Chili Peppers. If we do that, that gives Shep like a little time. I'll milk the intro a little bit and do that. That gives Shep a chance. And then same thing with Jeff. No keyboard in that song, so that's one where they can go use the bathroom if they got to do it, and then they'll come back. So but
is your bladder like non-exists and you just like it oozes out of your pores, so you just get rid of it that way and you're able to perform all night?
diapers.
I knew there was something. There it is.
Depends.
Yeah, it depends.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah. I'm actually in the process of putting a patent together for a colostomy bag for musicians. So where you don't have to take a break and you could just keep playing and just piss right through the set.
piss right through the
Just
set.
piss right through the set.
Well, they have those. That's for astronauts. You know, they pop the couple with their,
Yeah.
private areas, and they go to the bathroom.
if you
I
just
could get away with it, I think, behind the kit.
You could, no problem. You sit
Especially
low
if you get
enough,
one of
too.
those really like long bags that go like up your pants like
Why do
this.
you need that? If you just
because then like if it's too small, then all of a sudden you'll have this bulge, and some people might think it's your penis.
no,
Once
Nobody's
again,
thinking that.
Once again, Justin bringing the conversation back down to there. Nut Rub, ladies and gentlemen.
If we are sponsored by Nut Rub, I got to keep kind of bringing it back every once in a while. I'm trying to help out.
The
here.
sponsors love you for it.
if you just wear black jeans, you don't have to worry about nothing. You're just sweaty.
Now you know why I
sweaty
always
as
wear
a
black
goat.
jeans.
Actually, let me tell you something. One thing that doesn't mix with black jeans, nut rub. So you got to make sure you get it on inside, not the outside.
Outside,
right.
Because of the balm.
And then that could be a whole nother scenario. People think you did some
Yeah.
previous things. That's
Totally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
One thing that does mix with black jeans, piss.
Yep. That works.
Does. You know what doesn't? Jordache jeans.
Jankos. Full circle. All right.
You see what we did there?
Anyways,
no, wait a minute. I got a question. Seriously though, like, how did this band come about? Like, what happened? Like that. You know, I obviously like Last Left still exists and like all this stuff, but like, how did you guys get together and just decide we're gonna fucking do this?
Yeah.
You know.
I'll go first, Spencer. Is that okay? And then you can tell your version.
Absolutely.
You want me to hold it? I'll
There's a
hold it
couple
back.
different accounts here.
Absolutely.
No. No, but like, I don't know if you remember or not, but like 15, 16 years ago at this point, we played together in Blackfoot Jack.
Yeah, I knew that. Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah. So we had done, we've done this music way
For
back
sure.
when.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this band. Spencer approached me. Spencer approached me at a Follow the Muse show and asked if Nate might be available. Because obviously, like, Last Left can't, not that they can't play this music, but they have their.
Well, you have
their set.
You have your set. Yeah, exactly. People
So
come out
this
and you know.
This type of music, most of this type of music wouldn't fly at a Last Left show. So he was like, how would Nate, you think Nate would be able to?
Wait a minute. He used you to get to Nate? That's fucked up, bro.
He's my manager.
Like, hey, dude, you know, you're cool and all, but I'm kind of looking for Nate to be in my band.
No, that's
how Follow the Muse happened.
Dude.
But that's how Follow the Muse happened.
Nick got my number from him.
That's awesome.
The most sought after drummer in the CNY music
Right.
scene.
And then
You got a
they get stuck with
secretary, bro.
Josh.
I
Like,
like that. You got a secretary,
Like, what are we
man.
supposed to do with this guy? I'm like, it just kind of just shows up with me.
Yeah, right.
I can't get rid of him. Like,
I was like, Josh, dude, how you been? Long time to say. How's Nate? How's Nate? What's going on with him? Anyways,
Nate like
let's,
this type of music? I love it. I didn't anticipate.
That wasn't it.
No, I know. But so he just asked, you know, he's like, I've been wanting to do some stuff. Last Left works all the time. He goes, I want to play some music I want to play. He goes, you think Nate would be into doing it? I was like, yeah. I go, if we're not going to do this a lot, then absolutely. He's like, all right. So he asked Nate. And
packing my drums up. He's like, hey, Spencer wants to know if you want to maybe play some shows. I'm like, he plays a lot, doesn't he? He goes, 4 shows a year. I said, yeah, sign me up.
that's it. That's all we can do.
You do play a lot.
So
I gave it up for Lent.
So that was in like January, and then we didn't talk till like April.
I was already sick of you.
We still
It happens.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then we played 35 shows in April. No idea. Nate got really pissed though.
So after like 4 months, he's like, "You guys still good with doing this thing?" We're like, "Yeah." So then we didn't get together till July, and
We got a gig next Saturday.
yeah. But yeah, no, it was just he wanted to play some stuff that just wouldn't really go over with the Last Left crowd, and we're like, "Yeah, we got time." So,
another question: are you using any of you guys using any different gear that you wouldn't normally use, like for the rest of the show? Like, did anybody buy any new gear specifically for this band?
that's a loaded question.
Yeah, you're talking Josh Crossman?
we all bought new gear, but it wasn't because of like we were just like all like
Needed an excuse.
we all just kept we needed a reason. Like
Yeah.
Like I didn't need the harpsichord, but this music calls for it, so I could buy it to bring it out.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I buy new gear is because the day ends in Y. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
it.
the reason I get
And that was
it.
basically it. We use this as motivation to push us over the edge.
Right.
So, yeah.
Because I mean, I know you have your rig that you use. I mean, do you feel comfortable enough to play? Like, is your rig versatile enough to play different styles of music with?
Right, but that won't stop me from buying new shit. It's like, stub my toe. Let me get a new guitar. Oh, just burned my tongue on this hot food. Oh, you're breaking up with me again? Oh, okay. Let me go get another guitar. You know, so it's like, all right, let me just.
I love it, dude. You're so,
it's like whatever. All right, let me just go. Buy
all
some
musicians
shit.
are the same. I love it.
No, I mean, so for this one, I've been using the Fender Princeton for Last Left with a bunch of pedals to go through.
Sure.
And that's worked phenomenal. For this one, I was like, all right, let me switch back to the Orange TH30 going through a Marshall cab. I was like, because that's going to be totally different. Then Mike and Josh walking with oranges, and I was like, yeah, no, this is totally, let's all sound the same.
We're all
This is
matching.
great.
Yay, Skittles!
Let's just create one giant sound of orange. Yeah, we're just hoping to be sponsored by Orange. That's it. You know, that's basically what it comes down to. No, but like, I'll break out some different guitars as well for this style that mainly I don't get to use in Last Left. The go-to in Last Left is that the standard telly there.
Right.
But in this one, I'll get to break out the Les Paul.
Yeah, sick.
Broke out some different ones as well for that chunkier, a little bit more heavier tone.
Yeah.
I picked up. So we kind of had double motivation because Autumn Fire has practiced and got back together.
I heard Autumn Fire got back together. Oh, he's fangirling out, guys. He's fangirling out.
You mean with Max?
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't know this?
I
Oh,
did.
you did. Okay. Damn it! I thought this was breaking news, even for Anthony.
And the bigger thing though is Ryan too, because Ryan's back in the area.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that's cool.
Fucking hottest guitar player in all of Utica.
He's fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah.
gorgeous. That kid.
So
Then you got Max the Viking leading the train. You know.
Yeah.
yeah, so when he approached us about this, and then when we were talking about Autumn Fire, I was like, kind of my new kit. I'm like, yeah, I could use a new guitar, new amp.
Yeah.
So I got
Mike actually ordered a guitar first. He still doesn't have his.
He still doesn't.
Poor dude. He ordered it like 3 years ago.
back
Oh,
ordered
God.
like crazy.
So he got a flat black. I don't know what guitar.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I got a flat black drum set. He's
Sick.
Yeah. So it's,
And to nerd out real quick, so yes, like I actually switched my. I had a TH30 like him. We couldn't both have TH30, so I got a rocker verb.
Oh, cool.
And then
Sorry.
and then
So you are using orange, right? Still, you are using that amp. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
and then
But there's a difference in tone for all you people
yeah,
that don't know about.
yeah,
that.
my
There
tone's
is a-
shitty, so
there's a
he
difference
just
in
yeah,
tone.
the guitar that sounds good is Spencer, and then mine just sounds like dirt. Then I actually picked up a Paul Reed Smith to have something versatile because with what we're doing, it's whatever. And
Sick,
I've never owned a Paul Reed Smith.
They're awesome.
I don't know if I'll ever go to anything else again.
Yeah.
I was like,
You just when you know,
everybody
you know.
says
That's
that.
the thing.
100%.
That's how
I
I
was
was
just
with Ernie
like-
Balls, man. I can't play anything else.
yeah.
I refuse to.
Back to the
so
balls again.
yeah.
I was like, this is it, Ernie's balls. Yep.
Why do you think I play them? Not because they feel right, but they feel right.
I gotta ask you, guitar players, a question.
boy.
How long does it take you to actually fine tune your sound? Like you got all this rig, all these pedals, and you got to bypass this one into that
I
one,
wanna
and plug
answer
this
this
one
one
into
first.
that one. And how do you know which pedal fits with this amp and that one? So how long does it take you to actually develop that? Justin, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, the teacher picked me. Yes. Anyway, so I've been playing in Showtime with Jose and Joe for 28 years, and it's taken me 25 years to find the right tone.
Really?
Not even joking.
Is it because of that Bogner?
Oh, the Bogner was that was part of it. I
Okay.
absolutely that's.
And for
part
those that don't
part
know,
of the tone.
Bogner's an amp.
Yeah, that's part of the tone and the way that it works with. I mean, even down to the speakers. I mean, like I was trying out all different speakers, greenbacks, and all different sorts. Like somebody turned me on to Weber speakers at one point. I threw them in, and then I ended on Celestian Vintage 30s, and I used those, and it sounds different to me, and it's warmer. It's got longer sustain with the amp, and blah blah blah. And I have a huge monstrous pedal board, but I only actually press on like 4 different pedals because all the rest are left on all the time. I'm using amp distortion where before I was only using pedal distortion. You know what I mean? So it's like I found an amp that I really enjoyed the tone of the distortion on, so that's what I went with. Yeah. And then once I found the guitars, everything fell into place. So
What about you, Spence? Does it take you a while to develop it? Or are you constantly tweaking?
No, it's kind of endless.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever be completely satisfied. I think I'll be like momentarily being like, yeah, that's cool. I can run with that. And then I think after a little while, my curiosity gets the better of me. I start to look around at what else is out there, and then I do that. Because I never thought I'd own a Fender amp. They're super clean.
Yeah.
And I was always, back in the day, I was more of like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, a purist, but I use that term loosely. I was like, I don't want to use pedals. I want the natural sound of the amp. But, I mean, the way these pedals are made now, technology's come so far, like, there's just too much fantastic stuff out there to completely ignore all that. So that's when I went with the Fender, and I was like, I can bring in these pedals to get different tones as well. I think for me, personally, out of my tone, the best tone I ever had was a couple years ago when Last Left did Saranac Thursday. It was the last one of the season. I got to use both my amps. I used the orange TH30 through the Marshall, the Fender, and I had an AB switch, so I could either choose between the two or have them both going at the same time with different tones. That was the best tone I've ever had,
So cool.
I think. Because that was just, I had completely different worlds, completely different tones going on. But no, I mean, long story short, no. I don't think the work is ever done as far as on my part. I'm never completely satisfied. I'm always looking around, looking at demos on YouTube of stuff. And Kevin feeds into that a lot. Sullivan will always message me like pedals and stuff. He's like, check this out. And I'm like, you need to stop.
Slow your roll, bitch.
You need to stop. But then I'm also like, no, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
This is great. I love
It's
this.
a loaded thing though too, because you want to know what? Like, it's just chasing that personally. I have a little different approach. I use as little stuff as possible. Because back in the Autumn Fire days, we were playing enough where if I had a breakdown,
Fucking loser.
I didn't want to have to be chasing it. If I had to chase Justin's pedal board,
Wait,
and find where the patch was that was wrong, that wasn't getting the tone, I'd lose my mind. But the funny thing is, like, because I buy as much gear as these guys do, and I rotate this, rotate that.
You wish.
That's true.
No, you did.
But
dude, I have a fucking warehouse.
yeah. But you want to know who it matters to? Us personally and other musicians. No
Right.
one else fucking
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I had a conversation with Eric Slifka, and
Who's
he was
chiming in right now.
Okay.
I love
What up,
him.
dude?
Hi, Eric.
Al, I
Sweet boy.
gotta give a shout out to Eric. Number one of the nicest dudes in the world.
Yeah,
Number
he
two,
is.
wise beyond his years and just a humble kid. Like, he's so talented, and then knows sound like you wouldn't believe. So Eric, hello, buddy.
Also,
and
big
a whipping player.
Big shout out and thank you to him as well. Last minute, we decided for our first show there, our only show that we've done so far at the Harp. We wanted like an acoustic opener just to do like half hour, 40 minutes, and we wanted something just completely different. We didn't want somebody in the same style, the same vein, any of that stuff. He stepped right up and did it and jumped in that night, played, and couldn't have been nicer, couldn't have been
And
easier.
figured out what was wrong with the PA that night.
Sure.
Like, it was fantastic.
Bob Akviva just said, by the way, and he's absolutely right. Like, the tone is in your hands. Like, everybody always says that, but the bottom line is that like you were saying, Josh, is that like we all buy pedals and amps and tone for ourselves. You know, I mean, but I could go and play on Spencer's rig and sound like me. He could go play on my rig and sound like him.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean. And like all it takes is just getting used to, how everything works real quick, and then just go. I mean, that's why we can all sit in with each other. You know what I mean?
And nobody else in the audience besides a musician might be able to tell.
But it's really cool. I mean, it's really cool. Like, especially like all of us been playing for a long time. I mean, we all kind of know what each other sounds like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could hear him from outside in the atrium at Turning Stone and know it's him playing. You know what I mean? It's just just being in the business for so long in this area, you just kind of know who's playing. Bob, same way.
When you
I
hear
can
him-
tell Bob a mile away. I can tell it's Bob. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you hear him in the atrium, you're like, oh, fuck, it's Spencer again.
He puts in his earbuds and it's like, okay, here we go.
No, I go,
All right.
damn, I'm at the wrong casino. I go to Vernon Downs.
Yeah. Shit, my show's somewhere else.
We have it once a month there too.
Oh,
They
damn
have
it! I
pop-
just can't get away.
They have popcorn.
Eric's,
How many things of popcorn do you eat there?
None.
None?
I can control myself. My first job was at Marquee Cinema, so I was around popcorn all the time.
Okay, yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
No,
That
so
makes
I can
sense.
control myself as
Yeah.
far as that goes.
For
but-
some reason, every time I play at Vernon Downs, I for some reason forget to eat dinner, and then I pile drive like 4 things of popcorn, and I'm like, I fucking hate popcorn. Like, unless it's
Not
caramel
tonight, you
corn.
don't.
Apparently, I don't when I'm at Vernon Downs.
Josh, Eric's calling you the Tone Doctor, and he loves you.
All right.
So there,
Well,
you
that's
got
a cool
little
nickname.
bromance.
That's nice.
The Tone Doctor.
I like
See, I
it.
told you, he's such a sweet boy.
Jimmy Citadino, hi buddy. He's talking about let's get playing again in here. Of course, I love you guys. You guys can come in anytime you want. Hit me up.
Absolutely.
Slide in my DMs, Jim, as the kids like to say.
They do.
Slide in my DMs.
Nice.
Notice Spencer was like, I know what that means.
Spencer's
Swipe right.
Spencer's been in my DMs, dude.
Yeah. So he smelled your nut rub too?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, Jimmy, seriously, I'd love to have you guys, you, Rennie, Louie, all you guys come in and come hang out.
And
one of
just
those
like that,
days.
Justin's
And
leaving.
he's
All right,
out.
see you later.
Hey, Justin, next time you do that, can you tell me I can mute
No, I got
you?
Jameson. I'm good. Thank you.
All good.
Anyhow, Justin,
There's gotta be fucking beer in here.
there's no beer in it. I haven't been here in about 2 weeks. So.
And then it turns out the best tone's Nate, the guy who doesn't have to tune.
Right.
Yet we tell him the key of the song anyways.
I tell you what, I got a new kit. I've been playing Birch. Not that anybody cares, but about drums.
Bring
but,
it on.
You know, you guys
Bring
get
it
to
on.
talk about your gear. I've been playing Birch drums since like high school, and I finally got a maple kit, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Quite a difference, huh?
so much more fun to play. I don't know. New gear is great. If you
I
got-
love it.
Yeah, you get new gear, and it gets you just.
Fridge for like 12 years. Hasn't
I need to talk about On Fire real quick.
Yes,
Is
do
it,
it.
there's like a gig booked, isn't there? Is there something that we could talk about? You can
There is.
give me some substance. I want to. I want to see.
We can talk about some stuff.
I want to see that.
Did you just put Jameson in there?
I think Max had. I
He
think.
mentioned it, right?
Yeah, did we book a show? We might have booked a podcast too.
I don't think we gotta do that.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
that's
wait,
awesome.
But anyways,
So-
when's the show?
It's gonna be.
January 20.
Can we say?
Yeah, we can say.
All right. It's gonna be, and we can say where.
Yeah,
We're good to go.
I think so.
It's confirmed.
All right. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
So
January 21st.
January 21st at Lucan's. Autumn Fire will make their return.
Oh, cool. Who else is on the bill?
Autumn Fire.
A whole night.
Oh, you guys are opening for
You're
yourselves?
opening for yourselves?
Potentially,
I
yeah.
already said that, Justin.
So that's not
Yeah, we
confirmed yet.
haven't
We haven't decided. We haven't decided if we're gonna do. We haven't decided all the details, but the night is booked and an Autumn Fire return. is happening.
Full
I love it.
lineup.
So
I love it.
We've been writing new tunes,
Have you?
Yeah, I heard about that too.
3 or 4.
So cool.
Passed them on to Max.
There's not much that I get excited about. We wrote one particular tune. It's the best song
Sweet.
we've ever
I love it.
come out under an Out of Fire name. It's
Awesome.
fucking awesome. So it's just been fun. It was fun to get back in the room with Ryan, and just where we are all at in life. It's just been a blast. It's hilarious. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
You guys are all
So-
dads now.
Yeah.
Except
Totally
for
different vibe.
Yeah, it's a
Right?
totally different vibe.
except for Max. Imagine Max being a father.
Yeah. He's a cat dad.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I'm a
The thing I
cat
love
dad,
about
too.
Max, can you picture him at rehearsal, like when they all write new songs? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I should really do that, guys. You know, I don't really like. You think I should scream? Like, you know, do you think I'm good at screaming?
well, you know.
See,
Should I
what's
do that?
great about this time around, it's basically the same as when we first started. So like, he found us on MySpace, right?
Yeah, he found us on MySpace.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So we sent him 3 songs. He showed up a month later. Had those 3 songs all finished, polished.
Yeah.
Like we
Good
didn't
job.
have to change a thing.
Right.
Just like boom, perfect. So we're doing the same thing this time around.
Yeah.
We're just sending him stuff.
That's so
He's-
cool.
Yeah, he's busy. So like the 4 of us have been getting together, writing, coming up with stuff, and then just sending it off to him.
That's cool. And he'll get the
And
homework
that's
done.
and that's
He'll
like
do it.
that.
And he's
That was
got
the point I was
the
making
whole
when I was
recording
breaking balls
studio.
about him. Is that like Max is so super talented and has
Yeah.
no idea. He's one of those guys that like has no idea how super talented he really is. So that's why, like, literally, you remember when we had him in studio and he was just like, I don't know if I should do an original, guys. I don't know. You know, like this. We're like,
know.
dude, shut up and sing. You're incredible. You
he's an
knock it off. You
overthinker.
know,
We love you, Max.
Big time. We love him so much.
Yeah.
It's just
We're
he's
not
such a
talking
good
shit
dude.
about you, Max. We're celebrating
Yeah, which,
you.
by the way, Max Sheldon just released his Christmas CD,
Which is
on
great.
all the Spotify's and Apple
Yep.
Musics,
Yeah.
and you know,
He
it'll
even
be
covered
out-
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like he did karaoke to it. You know, it's like the back end tracks, and he's like, Last Christmas.
yeah.
I was like, wait, I was expecting it to be a little bit different, but he just
You
like
thought it was
stuck.
gonna be like
Not really, but like an acoustic thing. You know, Max is always into changing things up and putting
Yeah.
his little stamp of approval
Yep.
on things.
Yeah.
But no, he really covered Last
Dude,
Christmas.
Last Christmas, you know, Wham! It's kind of like the Beatles. You don't want to change it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, I'm totally joking.
I get it. I get it.
And he's been super busy. So like the fact that we can get this together
with
is
you.
fantastic. Because he's got he worked on an Into Shadow record too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's out or coming out, but
Coming
it's-
out. I know they're working on it.
Yeah, like, and that sounds great. And that
Just
first Into Shadow
hardworking
record is
original
great.
bands. I love it. I love it. Hardworking original bands.
Yeah, they've been at it for a while.
Definitely.
Working. I don't know about the hard part.
Right. I'm happy. I'm
This is working my ass off playing the drums now.
I'm so happy that you guys are back together, though. It's like it's exciting to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
you know, people don't get like what being an original band, you know, entails. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
And the
which
timing,
is why I don't do it.
the timing worked out really good because with Ryan moving back into the area, by the time we get things ready to roll, it'll be like year 15, which is kind of crazy to
I
talk
know
about.
it is.
So
Fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be going hard for sure in
2 years older than
2023.
Spencer. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Spence, you're doing more acoustic gigs lately too. I've been seeing you on the acoustic circuit.
Yeah.
Are you doing a looping thing, or are you just
No,
playing songs?
so I was doing the looper for a while there, but then I kind of got rid of that. It just, I don't know. It makes its way in, makes its way out every now and then. So I don't know. I'll bring it in, bring it out.
He got a new one and doesn't know how to use it, so it's not in
That's
there.
why.
That's not true. It's great at collecting dust just sitting there. So that's
It's like a
fantastic.
boomerang or something.
I'm looking forward to getting to use it though when I get the music room all set up, and then I'll be able
Definitely.
to go to town on it. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of acoustic stuff as well. Trying to pull back left just a tad. Gonna do that a little more in the new year because I've been writing and I want to go back in and record.
I love it.
So,
Good, man. Good. Keep
Wanna
writing.
do that. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been ready to do it, but there was a lot of things just happening
Yeah.
in life and in the band and stuff like that. So I just kind of pulled that all back. But I think when the cold season comes now, you know, that's when I'll head back in and get that going.
That's the
again.
best
So,
time to write.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You know,
For sure.
especially around the holidays, after the holidays, because there's not a lot of gigs
Right.
in January and February. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much the slower time of year for the most part. It seems like so.
Indeed.
But yeah, so that'll be good.
Give a shout out to Kevin Rule. Broken Rule. He's chiming in. He's saying I didn't offer him a beer when he was here like a couple weeks ago. Sorry.
Dude, I'm drinking the last one. It's been in the
you
fridge for 12
It's
years,
been in there since August.
at least.
It has.
Said,
It's since August.
Best by November 2022.
Oh, good. Pound it. Hurry up.
No
before
way.
you get sick.
No, I am literally savoring this because it's the only beer in the joint right now.
Same guitar, same rig. Tone can be different from night to night. Tom from Broken Rule. Thanks, Tom. Yeah. It's true. It's all about who's playing, though. I like what Bob said.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, like you said, you can hear his tone a mile away, and you're like, yeah, that's Bob, and it's his hands.
Yeah.
It's his style. It's his unique.
But I mean, you know, the way that Bob plays, I mean, none of us, I mean, like, honest to God, I've tried for my entire life to play line 6 shit. Never worked out. I never could get what I wanted out of it myself, you know, and it's your own personal thing.
Yeah.
However, he can go up, put 2 line 6 amps in stereo and sound like a god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just knows how to, knows how to work them and, feels comfortable with it. You know, it's all about a comfort thing. You feel more comfortable with the least amount of shit in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that helps you.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I have one of those Kemper stages, you know what I'm talking about? Like the amp in a box type thing. And I like the Kemper because it's a snapshot of an amp rather than a model of an amp, okay? However, I don't feel as confident when I play on that as I do when I play on my big rig. You know what I mean? So it's like it really is just the same as I wouldn't feel as confident playing on his stuff, and I think vice versa. You know.
Speaking of Kemper, it's like Dallas. Dallas is somebody who I've envied as a guitar player for a long time.
Oh yeah, him and I talk a lot about that stuff. Yeah.
So, and he really got into that modeling stuff and the stuff where you can record the Kemper stuff
For sure.
or the Axe effects or whatever.
All that stuff is amazing for recording.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of guys play it live, but they usually have cabinets and an actual like power amp that they're putting it through so that they can send that, still miking everything, whatever. But
I'm too stupid to use it, so I just stick to the traditional.
He was trying to explain it, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty in depth. But
And after playing bass in a couple things, my thing is now I want to be able to take all my shit in one trip.
Yeah.
So I went
Dude,
from
just
like
play for
a 412 to a 212 to a 112. I'm like, I'm only going to play shows where I'm mic'd up.
Yeah.
So I have a 112 in my orange amp, and I can put my 2 guitars on my back and get it in one trip. See you, bye.
I was gonna say next time you see him, he's gonna have like a guitar cord in a direct box. Be like, just put me through the monitors
for
man.
bass.
You got a guitar to use?
That's what I do for bass.
But for guitar, dude, you want to do something like that? Just get a Sans amp in a direct box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plug into the Sans amp, plug into the direct box. You're good.
Whenever Follow the Muse played, or
Next time you see him, he's a harmonica player. He's just going up to the microphone.
whenever Follow the Muse plays, and when I was playing with Nitty, it was the least amount of gear as possible. So this last gig we just played in Oneana, what was it? It was a direct box.
Hell yeah, dude.
We had
That's
house
it.
kit. We just
That's it.
rode down the Volkswagen. I was like, this is
Hell
great.
yeah.
What's up with Follow the Muse? You guys playing a few gigs here and
We
there?
just did a couple, because Nick was off for a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
He's got to head out here. I think they're doing Mexico again.
Yeah.
So he's got to head out. But
Still want to. I don't know why he doesn't bring us on the Mexico.
I don't understand.
Well, you
I don't know why we're
numerous
not.
times. I'll carry all your shit, buddy. Come on.
yeah, you would roadie for him?
Hell yeah.
I'd roadie
Mexico
for Nick
for
too.
a week?
Yeah, dude.
Is Nick just playing mandolin in that band, or is he playing other instruments too? He's with the Yonder Mountain String Band.
Yeah, he'll when we saw them, I've seen him 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
He came out to a show. He does pick up the fiddle as well.
Does he?
I don't think he's playing banjo at all.
No.
They were just nominated for a Grammy too, right?
Yeah,
It's fucking
it's just
awesome.
unfucking believable.
Our little buddy. Going to the Grammys.
So yeah, they're going. They're going. So they got an invite and
Yeah.
they're
They're
going.
on. It's amazing. We got a friend that's nominated for a Grammy. We've had a couple, but
For sure.
right now it's currently it's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Nick Pinchinini, man. Let's go, Nick.
Let's go.
Get it.
You want to talk about handsome? That's the most handsome dude in our
Oh
music
my
scene.
God,
right
you're
there.
not kidding.
Try being a
Stop
band.
playing in a band with Nick.
Yeah, try.
He's awesome at everything he plays. And look at him. We're just back
Handsome.
there like,
Handsome.
we could leave and nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody would even notice. Yeah,
Try being me in a band with Nick and Nate.
right.
And I play bass in that. I might as well just fucking stay home.
Just wear a mask.
Ugly, stupid ass.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. I mean, you could just stop playing. You're just a bass
No
player.
one knows
It's all
I'm
right. I
there.
mean, it's cool.
You guys got dates coming up?
There's musicians and then there's bass players.
Nothing
Happens,
coming up. We got some stuff in the works. 'Cause
Okay.
obviously, it's all in between his schedule, and they're busy.
Yeah,
in the
for sure.
coming up. They have a big winter tour coming up, so they've been busy. But we got a couple shows
We
in.
were gonna record
So
another album, but
yeah,
he's just
we
busy.
have enough.
So it's kind of whenever we have.
Yeah,
whenever
we have
he
enough
has time.
material to record, and we will.
Yeah.
So
Nick just oozes music.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, right?
And the new stuff's so much. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
for me personally, it's just I think it's so
all the
much
stuff
better.
that we haven't recorded, is stuff that we wrote collectively.
Oh, cool.
So a big part of that first record, he had most of it written for him, and we added our parts. Don't get us wrong, we wrote those parts, but they were structured for him.
Yeah.
The new stuff we collectively have written, and it's pretty sweet.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Nick's killing it. You guys are killing it. Bob's saying, welcome to the club, Nick. That's right. Bob was nominated for a Grammy
sure
at one point, too. Back in the 90s, for sure. So, yeah, good. I love seeing the local music scene and some people doing great from it. And Yonder Mountain's out there killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it. They're so much fun to watch, too. And Allie Carl, she's so badass.
Yeah.
She's such a badass. And she's cool as hell, too.
Yep.
I'm super, super, like, in the feels right now, like excited about this podcast because it's so awesome to keep up with all you guys, like, and to be able to talk about it and, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, before it, like, it was just if we talked, what are you up to, man? You know, like in passing. You know, I could sit and talk for like an hour and a half about what's going on with everybody. You know what I mean? It's just
good.
Oh, I love it.
Well, it's tough when you guys are all playing gigs.
That's the thing. Like we're busier than we've ever been,
Sure.
which is nothing compared to you two, right? So I can't imagine the last thing you want to do on a night off is go out and see bands. I mean, not that you don't.
Well,
I've seen you out. You know
sure.
what I mean?
I mean,
But
if
you're working so much. It's like you want a night off. You want a night off.
Yeah,
You're
it's
in
tough.
bars all the time.
You don't necessarily want to go to the places that you're usually out
Exactly.
playing or paid to be at, and that's usually the unfortunate thing. Because sometimes people will ask me, they'll be like, "What bands do you like locally?" And I always feel like a dick because I'm like, I don't get to hear many of them really at all. And like, I'm not saying that to be like, oh, I don't, to brush it off, but it's like I don't get the opportunity to really go out and hear many.
Yeah.
When I do, though, follow the Muse.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys.
Yeah.
And then the Sisters, anything they do.
Oh my God,
when I'm able to pop out and see them. And then there was an original band around here called Maybe Sunday. They were really good too. I liked going out to hear them. Yeah. So it all just it depends again though on the schedule and
that's what
the venues too.
Makes somebody like us feel good. You know, when you look up and Justin's watching you look up, Spencer's watching you.
Yeah. Well, they're watching you like
you
this.
wouldn't see me. I'm just
This
is
was the meme that I posted. The musician. You can always tell the
musician in the crowd
because they're like this.
Yeah, it's all right.
They're the most stoked.
They're okay.
If you see a
always
musician,
whispering, always like, "Fucking, wish this song I would turn the fucking bass down."
We could play that better.
If you see a musician in the crowd standing like this,
Jesse's Girl.
you know you're doing well.
It's a huge compliment.
You're doing well. It's a huge compliment.
Jesse's Girl is our song. We do that.
Yeah. We totally do that.
We own that. We own
Settle
that
down.
song. We have that genre. That's ours.
Speaking of it, because I haven't seen you guys in a while, what's the current lineup?
Current lineup is, well, Jerry left, Jerry retired, and Mike Morrow, keyboard player, left for personal reasons. And so we got Carl Goodhines, he used to play with Class 5 for 25 years, before that 805.
Yep.
And then Ryan Quinn.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's Ryan, Carl, and then the three of us. So
805.
So you just replaced.
Nice.
You just replaced one of the best voices with one of the best voices.
Pretty much.
And now, we have Showtime is very lucky because we've had not one but two people who've been on TV on The Voice.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
Who've been in the band. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it happened too. He was kind of bummed. He was in here going, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we got Ryan Quinn. I'm like, what? And you're worried about that? Like you just upgraded immensely.
When you think about that, right?
Yeah.
Sean and Jerry no longer in the band.
Right.
Unbelievable. Jerry, I love Jerry. Like going out to see him playing
and
percussion.
Yeah.
But then Jose and Justin, and then we're at Ryan. What the hell? These guys have always had a trifecta of the best voices in the area.
Well, it's funny because you'll attest to this too because you've had some lineup changes. I mean, obviously his first bass player in Last Left, the very first gig, Jose played bass for them. In Last Left.
No shit.
Yeah, that very first gig.
That.
So, but anyway, like, and you'll attest to this. Every time you make a change in the band, your band, yeah, I know, right? Your band takes kind of like a different turn down a different road, and you start doing some different kind of music. So, like, now we find ourselves we're doing a little bit more like '80s new wave and shit, and it's like so weird because like 10 years ago, if somebody was like, "You're gonna do some '80s new wave," I'd be like, "No, we're not."
Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah,
when I look at you, you just scream "Flock of Seagulls." So it's totally what I
love
can think of.
Not for sure.
No, I get that though, because I mean, we went like before Jeff and Kevin and Dave Meliani when he was back with us and everything. It was like kind of like, for lack of a better term, I'll go the Kids Bop route. We were doing that kind of stuff.
Sure,
and then once Jeff and Meliani came back, it was like it opened up the musicianship even. That was just, and we felt like we hit the jackpot with that, and that's when we were able to tackle these songs that we were like, all right, other people aren't really doing these. Let's give these a try.
Is Dave playing right now? He needs to be.
No, he does need to be.
He's one of the most talented bass players I've ever seen in my
he's
life.
effortless with it. He's the dude that just plugs in and just picks it up and plays, and that's why, like, I don't know.
I'd love to hear Dave and Nate play together. That would be
fun,
quite a combo right
I don't know
there.
that I've ever. I
It'd be
feel like
nasty.
there was one time where we jammed quick on stage.
Yeah, I think it was like an open. Did we become one of our open mics
I
night
think
back
so,
in the day?
something, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
Something like
yes,
that.
This is.
Because the Rage Band in the Autumn Fire days, the Rage Band like played what every Thursday or Thursday a month or
It
whatever.
was the open mic.
Yeah.
They did live band karaoke for a while.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah,
I definitely jammed with him real quick once, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of monsters, by the way, Meliani, same circle there. Mandry was in town last week, and he came out, and we got him on stage, and he played with us for a song. And that kid, he's just another one. He's an effortless beast. He just gets behind the kit, and you're just like, yeah, there's, you know.
He's
Like,
one of those-
like this dude over here. Like I don't have to turn around. I don't have to do anything with these guys. You know, and I've been lucky enough with the drummers that I've been playing with. Nate, Shep's a monster. You know, Mandry getting up. Lenny Milano Sr.'s been playing with us and everything, and it's just like
Even Joey played a gig with you guys too last year. Joey played a gig with you guys last year.
And he's another one. I just don't have to.
Yep.
I don't have a care in the world with these dudes.
We're
just
lucky,
like,
man.
all right,
As
like,
guitarists and lead singers, like we're lucky.
I don't need
you
to-
know, we're lucky in this area.
true.
You know what I'm saying, though. I mean, there's so much talent in this area. We're so lucky.
for sure.
You know.
You say the name Chris Mandry instantly brings a smile to my face.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
The Murder King.
The Murder King.
He's no, and he's another one. He's such a good dude, and I mean, it was great seeing him there, and that's why I was like, "You're gonna play one, right?" And he was just standing there in awe of Lenny Milano, and I was
for
like,
sure.
And then I was like, you know, Lenny was like, "Yeah, get up and play one," and he did, and he got up, and it was just
Hey, Chris,
fantastic.
why don't you come play a song?
Yeah. Just play. I mean, you know, I used a snare drum on this song, but I mean, you could change it to this snare drum if you'd like. Well, you know, I mean, I was using the Pearl kit last time, but I mean, you know, I don't really play pearls on you know, on occasion, but I mean, I'm a Gretsch guy. So.
You know what's great though is when Lenny does shows with Last Left now, watching him and my dad interact because they've
it's so
known each
cool,
other for decades.
it's
I'm just
comedy.
I just like shut up and I'm just like staring at them watching. I'm like, what are they?
It's got to be comedy.
What are they gonna do next? It's like Animal Planet where you're watching from a distance. You're like,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
it's just fantastic. And I usually
See,
just
I would
stand there
have
and
used the History Channel as just kidding.
Here we have the majestic Lenny Milano working in his natural habitat.
listen. Approaching
native,
James
yeah.
Morgan as he's eating his popcorn,
Something never
playing
seen in
Angry
the
Birds on
wild
the
before.
iPad.
Wait, here it comes,
Wait, Lenny stops.
Here-
He
wait,
stops.
he
He
stops,
looks
he
around.
looks,
Looks around. Okay,
Oh, hey, Jim, how you doing? Wait, then on the bottom of the screen, 3.5 hours later. So anyway, I was talking about the weather, and I.
But that's so I'll use that to bring it back to this project here. I mean, it's like when we started playing together, and the first time all of us got in the room together, I think we played a song and then we looked around, and like the musician thing to do is you just kind of laugh. Like when something sounds solid, it's usually just like, like, and that's kind of what we did. We all just didn't really say anything. We just kind of looked down, shook our heads, and just started laughing. And we were like,
Awesome.
next song.
This'll work.
So, and that's when we kind of just rolled through. And we were originally only going to do the one show. And we were like, yeah, let's just have some fun. We'll do that. And then we did that one, and we kind of looked at each other at the end. And we were like, we don't want to just do one show, do we? And then Turning Stone, you know, we got in touch there. And
Nate's like,
we reached
wait
out.
a fucking minute. Yes, I only want to do one fucking
signed
show, you asshole.
Nate's like,
Fuck
I'll
this
do
shit,
more.
I'm out.
Nate's like, I'll do more. I'm buying a new drum kit. So,
More,
so
all right,
that's now
more
we're gonna be
than more
at the
than
gig.
one, less than four.
Less than 4.
Well, and this is the cool thing
Well, that's what
too.
he goes four times, maybe 6.
right.
And I was like, all right.
We got lucky.
whatever.
12 is my limit.
We got lucky because the last show was in fall, so we haven't. It was close. If the last show was any later, Nate would say no because one a season.
The red and black flannels. The red and black flannels there. But this will be cool because, like, so I've been playing the casino a long time, and just like you have, and to quote you, you can attest to this. The style, like, if we're playing in the Tiger, I'll pop down to the gig if we take a break. I'll pop down there for like a quick song or something just to see who's there, hear who's there. I've never heard the style or the, you know, the artist that we're playing done there. And, you know, Tim does the arena rock thing.
Sure.
Yeah,
you know,
he
the 80s tribute, and they do it really well. You know, they're onto that. That's, you know, they got that.
Great
And-
niche.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it goes over huge. And Kevin and I have been talking for a while in Last Left, and we were like, that's awesome. What's our arena rock thing? which brought it back to like what we kind of grew up with and grew up playing. And Kevin was always in original bands, younger, and they would do some covers in there, but he was doing original music that was very much geared towards like that style as well that we're playing. And when we were down there, we're like, nobody's playing this here. Nobody's playing this in the venues that we're doing it. Nobody's really doing it. And, you know, these nights are being done all across the country for over 10 years now. So it's not like I'm over here claiming like it's our idea or anything like that. It's not. It's not like anything clever, witty, or original. It's just something that wasn't really being done around here and in the venues we're playing. So we were like, okay, let's do this. And then when we played the harp, to play the songs we were playing, because we even talked about it, some of the songs we might not necessarily care for like up here. When we play it, we're like, yeah, it's more fun than we thought it was going to be. But when you play it out and you see people's reactions to it, and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
And that was the great thing about that night. We talked about this at the end of that night. Seeing people just get so into it. So whether we're playing the song and the artist or whatever, and people just literally like clutching themselves and like just screaming it because it takes them back to a time where they needed that style of music or they needed that genre of music to get them through whatever was happening.
When they didn't have kids.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not with my kids right now. I'm out drinking and listening to this music. It's great.
So people that don't know, the genre that you're talking about, just name some artists. That
Well,
you
that's,
guys are playing. Like,
I
you don't
mean,
have to name it's songs because
No,
give
it's
it away.
good.
But
Ricky Martin, Mark Anthony. You know, it's just all that stuff. It's just fantastic.
Doja
wait a
Cat.
minute.
What?
Wait, does he sing Jennifer Lopez?
Yes.
No, he dances Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my God! You put in implants?
Yeah.
He doesn't need him.
Okay, at
Stand
least
up.
you get-
Stand up.
All right.
You know
okay.
that I have
Stand up. Show everybody. You don't need
I
it.
have the Grammy outfit. Yes.
Get out! Oh my God! This is great. This
You know
just
what's
made my
funny?
whole day.
We have.
We're good. No, we're good. We're good.
You make a good point though. We've been on here this whole time, and we haven't mentioned like the style or the
Or what
genre
we
or
do.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just rock from that early 2000s to mid 2000s, and we'll sprinkle in some different stuff, but mainly it's like the Taking Back Sunday, Fall Out Boy, Used, My Chemical Romance, Brand New, Coheed, I don't know, all that different stuff. Like, it's just the stuff that some of us grew up playing or listening to, and like stuff that means a lot to people. Because even like Kevin and I have talked about it for a while. This is the genre of music that was there for people when no matter what was going on, it was always there for them. Whether it was, breakups or parents' divorce or rough home life, bullying in school, anything, no matter what was happening, these kids had that style of music to turn
9/11.
to. And it made them feel like they weren't alone. And so that's why I think it resonates and hits so hard with these people. And it's still, when they're out there singing these songs and you look around and you're like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that was just really cool to see at the Heart because, that tent, it was full of people and we were like, well, let's see how this goes. And it went over great. And, we had a blast with it. And hopefully everybody there that was there had a blast and a great time. And it's going to be cool to do it inside the gig. But also shout out to Tom Powers and big thank you to the Celtic Harp staff because they gave us free reign there. He set up the tent earlier than he normally does. He put the heaters out there and he texted me because we're going to put you outside. You guys create your own world. Do what you got to do. Do what you want to do. Move the DJ that night. We're not even going to play anything inside or anything like that. You guys do what you want. He gave us free reign there, let us do whatever we wanted.
And you had a great night, right?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
turnout.
It was fantastic. It was better than we even thought because we thought we were like, yeah, we'll have some buddies and the Harp will have their people, and if we can grab them, that's cool. Well, all of a sudden, everybody at the Harp was just filing out there, and then we had more people show up than we actually thought, and that was it was a blast. It was a
Such a
great
good
time.
feeling.
And now we're going to be
And that place is
inside the gig.
Yeah, and that place is like that's a concert venue now. I mean, it really is. You know what I mean?
they've done it
You go there to watch.
They set
live
up
music,
pallets on the ground for us to be elevated somewhat too, so it wasn't like we were eye level, that we could be up a tad, so that way and it's not like a thing like we need people to see us. No, we just like to look out for our equipment, and like drunk people, not like necessarily all that. So, but no, it was great, and we're pretty excited for the gig. We've been getting new stuff in the list too.
And it's kind of crazy, like how many or how big this genre of music is.
Sure.
I mean, at this point, we're 20 years on from when it started, right? 25 years on, really, from when it started, and to see how it's today's version of classic rock is fucking crazy as that sounds, right?
It's basically today's like arena rock.
Yeah.
You play these songs, and
And there's some bands I didn't listen to because I gravitated towards the heavier side.
Yeah.
I always listen to like, Jimmy Eat World and Thrice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, some of the other bands, like I'm not super familiar with Taking Back Sunday. except you listen to them, and you're like, oh shit, oh yeah, I remember that.
You're
Oh,
more
yeah.
familiar than you thought.
I'm like, oh god, and all right, 7 of these songs that were fucking hits.
Yeah.
Which is insane. And what I like with it, like he said, what is it? We were young once. I forget.
What are we
the
calling
name.
ourselves this
I don't know. When we were young.
No, we were young.
Skittles.
No, it's we were young once. We
Yeah.
can stick with that for
Dude,
a little
it's
bit.
so-
We've had
Sorry.
the idea. It's just going to allow us to kind of shift certain things too, because we've wanted to do it. And we talked to Spencer.
Yeah.
He's on board. Like, I want to do a '90s night. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to do straight grunge, 92 to 96.
Because I just want to do Wood by Alice in
So,
Chains.
that's
That's
it.
like that's
Right.
basically what it comes down
yeah.
to. I'm like, I want to open a set at the
Let's
gig with that.
screw
Yeah.
the whole '90s. Let's just do an Alice in Chains tribute band. I mean, like, come on.
You in? Let's do it.
Dude, I'll do it in a heartbeat. I love it.
Oh shit! Well, shit's happening. I
love
feel it
it.
right here
I
on
love
Local
it.
Music Monday.
Love
There's
it.
two. You know what? There's 2 bands, and I want to jump on the bandwagon even while they're still playing. But like, obviously, you have like Almost Queen. You
Yeah.
got Rain. You got all these things.
Sure.
We're gonna see a Foo Fighters tribute band.
You have to,
at,
yeah.
at that level
Probably.
down
Yeah.
the road.
We
You know
just
what I
learned.
mean?
We
Like,
just learned our second Foo Fighters song.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
They're so good.
Showtime.
I think
Really?
I think you're right about that too, especially with
For sure.
Taylor Hawkins being passed.
Yep.
And it's really the only modern band, that's
They're
been
keeping
able to-
rock alive,
that's
dude.
been
They
able
really
to-
are.
That's been
you know?
able to get to Metallica's level. You know what I
100%.
mean?
For sure.
A lot of people talk about Ghost or whatever, and they're fantastic, but it's a different realm. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely,
Ghost
yeah.
is having success.
Yeah.
What the Foo Fighters have been able to do with just that style of music,
For sure.
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So
Yeah.
Alice in Chains tribute, guys, get
would
this going. I would love to see that happening.
I'm down.
The problem is we'd have 47 guitar players because everybody would want to take a turn playing
Yeah.
one.
Everybody
Alice in
wants to
Chains
play
song.
Jerry Cantrell.
Everybody wants to play Jerry Cantrell. You know, like no, I don't. I want to play Jimmy Cantrell for Wood. No, I want to do. You know,
yeah.
Well, that's what we've stretched this out a little bit already too, throwing
Yeah.
in some different artists that maybe don't fall into that category, but at the same time, we're not trying to necessarily categorize ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we're in that realm, that vein of all those artists that we do, Fall Out Boy, Taking Back Sunday, Panic, all that. But at the same time, if we want to branch out and do this, there's no rule book. The only rule is
Favorite
we're not,
song?
and it's beautiful to not play
Yeah.
Jesse's Girl. It's so,
Oh, isn't it
so
great?
nice.
You
It's
want to know
so
something?
nice.
I've never played that song in my life.
Bump it.
Wow.
Never.
It's
Really?
beautiful.
You've
It's
gotten away
beautiful.
all these years about
All
playing
these years. However, I have played Jenny Jenny. 8675309 a couple
that?
thousand times.
Yeah.
What's that?
Don't even ask.
I don't know what that is.
No.
Hell, Follow the Muse has gotten asked to play Jesse's Girl.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
believe
by some girl named Jessica. She's like,
Yeah,
No
that's
fake.
my song.
Yeah.
My name's Jesse.
Yeah.
I am shocked to hear that.
I've
You've
never played
had
it.
to play that. That's
The,
awesome.
back to your style of music. I remember one of the best shows I ever saw. Remember when Lincoln Park used to do a festival, right? And I can't remember what it was called, but
Who's Lincoln Park?
Lincoln Narc.
Spencer. Anyway, they used to do like a festival, and I saw Taking Back Sunday. Remember a band called Him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This dude-
absolutely.
This dude was hilarious. Okay, literally he walked up on stage, just didn't even look at anybody. He just walked up on stage like this, and he grabbed his mic stand, grabbed a pack of cigarettes out, lit a cigarette, took a drag, just held it there. It was like, finished the song, and he'd go with a cigarette.
Very Scott
Grab
Weiland of
one,
him.
grab one, put another one in. Like every song, he was smoking a new cigarette, but he'd only take a drag off of it and let it burn out. I'm like, dude, I'm in the front row and I'm going, just smoke the fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like yelling at him, So then Taking Back Sunday was on that bill.
What'd you think of them?
I loved them. Yeah, they were great. My Chemical Romance was on that bill, and then Lincoln Park closed the show. It was one of the most phenomenal shows I've ever seen. Like,
crazy.
hands down, I loved it.
That's one of the most energetic, I guess, styles of like show out there too. Like even when Taking Back Sunday came to the brewery a few years ago, and Every Time I Die opened, great. It was just the energy at that show. It was just nonstop. So that music, it lends itself to that too.
Dude, you wanna
like
talk
it was
about
great
energy?
seeing Mike. Just Santoro going off like that entire show. He's just going nuts and living for it, and he was just fantastic. He was into it.
Like that's
Santoro's got
He
the
gets
voice.
so
He does all
excited
the
about it.
screams and
He
stuff.
gets so
so
excited.
cool.
Like, I love it. He's the wild card. He's in the deck.
That's
just,
so cool.
I feel like you're all wild
He's got the
cards.
Dude,
passion.
I love if anybody never had a chance to see Linkin Park live, I mean, I'm a huge fan after only seeing them because Chester Bennington's energy was unmatched.
Yeah.
Unmatched. There was nobody that could have touched him.
Yeah.
Like it was unbelievable, and like you felt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Personal.
R.I.P. Chester.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a loss that was.
For
what
sure.
a voice.
Anyhow, today, the order of the day is to go to the casino on the 16th of December.
Yeah, it is.
And check
December
out.
16th.
Yeah, you got a lot going on there. You guys are playing there. You guys are playing there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
I love it. I love it. Any other dates you want to plug before we get out of here? I know you got to get out of here, don't you? We're running late.
Yeah, we're running.
He was like, I got to get out of here at 1:15. It's like 20 after.
I know my boss. Sorry.
I gotta.
We started late.
You got any other dates you want to plug, Spence?
I mean, we're talking.
Yeah, but what about you, though? You want to plug? You got? What do you?
When's
plug?
Last Laugh playing?
Yeah, you can plug all your dates.
Yeah.
You got anything going on this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. This weekend we got a Christmas party, and then I'm actually going to Jersey Saturday for a show, and then
Fuck the Devils. Anyways,
See ya.
who said that?
I
What the
did.
That's they're killing it. They are killing it. Go Devils. And then next week
Utica.
obviously is that the 16th at the gig. The 17th, Last Left is playing the Comets game.
Oh, cool.
They're doing an 80s night at the rink, and they asked us to just pretty much do like 80s stuff. So we're gonna do a set before, and then at the intermissions there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. And then that Sunday I'm acoustic at Seven Hamlets. Which,
You're busy, bud.
Yeah.
I love it.
So-
Stay
Oh,
busy.
that place is awesome, isn't it? I played my first gig there ever a couple
Dude,
weeks ago.
Seven Hamlets is great.
I
They're
love it.
So welcoming. They're just
Love it there.
fantastic people. It's like,
Yep.
you know, like, and they let you do anything. They don't.
Yeah.
They just.
So you could
know,
get naked and jump up on the
Oh
bar
my
and
God!
dance
You
around?
can. It's
Yeah, they actually
wild.
recommend that. I mean,
That's awesome.
I've done that.
Clothing
You know,
optional.
Yeah, clothing
No, but they're
optional.
just like.
When you
know,
playing there?
The 18th. No, that's just one of those venues though that
Make
like
sure you're
anytime I
not
play
wrong.
there, I really look forward to it. You know, a lot like Copper City Brewery.
Yeah,
like,
another one,
that's
yeah.
another
Great
place
spot.
that when you play there,
Yep.
like, and they were nice.
Shout
enough
out
to-
Mike Coley.
Oh my God, everybody, and Danny, Mike, all of them there, and Mike Coley, one of the biggest supporters of music in the area. Just fantastic.
For sure.
But when I played there, they made a point of coming up to me, being like, "You play a lot. We imagine you get a lot of these requests and everything of all this different stuff." They were like, "Play what you want to play. Play your originals." They go, "Play half-written originals. Play covers that you never get
Yeah.
to play." They go, "Do whatever you want to do."
Yeah.
And like that's their attitude, and it's just I couldn't appreciate that more. Like, can you like how good does that feel?
Oh, it feels great, yeah.
It's-
Especially to have that appreciated. Like it's I have one song that I've ever had requested that I wrote, and that feels great. At least I've had one. I can say that when I go someplace they're like play Crawl, I'm like I
Love
wrote
song.
that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love
Thank
that
you.
song.
I
That's
mean,
so
like
It's a
you know
great
what I mean,
song,
like
dude. It really is.
it feels good. It feels good, and especially you were playing there every week, right? For
Well, no,
a while.
I did one a month there for
one a
bit,
month.
and like I brought some of the new originals that I just
Yeah,
written, and
so,
I
I
was
mean-
doing those acoustic, and that's like
But that probably happened for you though,
was
didn't
great.
it? A few times,
It was great.
play that song you played last
Yeah.
month.
And-
you could finish it. Like people get invested in what you're doing
for sure. And
you
that
know?
was one of the cool things about Seven Hamlets is pretty similar to that too.
Yeah.
I had the owners there come up to me, and they were like, "Play some of your original stuff." And then I've had buddies text me when I'm playing somewhere else. They're like, "We're at Seven Hamlets right now, and they're playing your CD over like the system." They go,
Yeah.
"They're playing your EP right now,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "So I mean, like it's places like that that just huge supporters of local live music, and they book so many people, and they just give you free reign and be like, play, do your thing."
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
Great.
I love it.
Those crowds are the best now. I feel like it's weird that like craft breweries have turned into like the place
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
music. you
Thank
know?
God.
But it's so
Yeah.
chill. I mean, it's so
So-
chill, and like they
They're
really
saving
give
the music
They
scene.
really give a
Absolutely.
shit about music. They're not just, and I'm not saying that all bar owners are like this, but like it's almost to the point where they care about what you're doing as musicians.
Yeah.
Where it's not just the bottom line. It's not just oh, you draw good. I'm going to put you in here because you draw and like you make me money.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They
Yeah.
give a fuck about music, and I love that. You know
Well,
what I mean?
and they already have their own built-in crowd.
Yeah.
They
for
don't
sure.
need, let's
They
be
don't
honest, they
need-
don't need the music.
No.
Right, 100%.
They bring it in as like an extra like
Yeah, it
ingredient
adds
or
to the
sprinkle to
vibe.
the people
Yeah.
that are there, and
It
they're like,
adds
"Hey,
to the vibe,
do
man.
this.
And
We
they-
enjoy it. We hope you guys enjoy it."
Yep.
That's the thing.
They
Yeah.
care about
Those
that.
places
Woodland.
are already well established
sure.
with everything: the beer, the atmosphere, the merch, anything.
Yep.
Both those places, they do it so well.
Yeah.
And they always have people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, these breweries and live music go hand in hand.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
really do.
it's
It's a
awesome.
good marriage.
Absolutely.
Huge supporters
There's a
of
lot
live
of
music.
there's a lot of great breweries, like a lot of great beer around here right now.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That people are brewing. Guys. When did you start? Oh, I've been brewing beer for like 10, 15 years, and I finally got a place, and it's like that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah, it's
You-
just a huge win.
You guys got anything you want to plug? You just come to the 16th and
16th, yeah.
16th, yeah.
And then we'll be back to promote Autumn Fire.
Autumn Fire in January.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Can we have Max in here?
Yeah, that's what we'll talk about.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We're going to play a drinking game with Max when he comes on that day. Every time he plays with his hair, you got to do a drink.
Oh, God.
You gotta
I'm gonna need to Uber home.
Yeah.
I mean, an hour.
Yeah.
Uber. Passed out on the fucking
Exactly. Yeah, but I might have to get my son picked up by somebody else that day.
That's the funny thing, though, being in Last Left with Kevin Sullivan, too, because, again, just, a Viking of a dude. And,
Yeah, for sure.
him and I both drink Jameson on the rocks at shows.
Jesus.
Oof.
And he I don't know if I try to keep up, but I look over and he's like, "Yeah, I'll take one." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." Right, man? Yeah, we're totally drinking right now, dude.
Yeah, we're
totally.
we're drinking together.
And then he's just like putting him down, and I'm like, "Son of a bitch!" And I'm like, "All right."
I totally forgot how to play guitar.
Trying to keep up with him.
So a few weeks ago, though, I made the mistake. Well, not really a mistake. It was a happy mistake, kind of like Bob Ross there. Happy mistake.
Happy mistake.
We're playing at the gig. I was drinking Jameson on the rocks, and I was out, and I announced it. I was like, "Oh, Jameson on the rocks, if anybody be so kind." All of a sudden, I hear, got it. And I was like, "Oh, shit." Then a bartender comes out with it, and I had like 4 people bringing up double Jameson on the rocks. I was like, "Oh,
today's going to be a good day."
I was like, "How do you guys feel about Jim Morrison?" I was like, "Do you guys like that?"
Yeah,
just kind of like on the stage, like, oh. So I was okay, though.
Just leave the bottle.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I've basically stopped drinking when we're playing. Like, I'll have a gin and tonic maybe.
Yeah,
on stage,
it's tough.
But
Aren't you the king of Turd Town?
thing hurts, man.
I'm trying to remember all these
Spencer's
songs.
like, "I didn't sign up for this. Get drunk, motherfucker."
I'd have one drink.
We were young once, but we could still last the whole night. Fucking
Yeah.
I mean, I can. It'll just be a totally different type of night.
Yeah, right.
Justin, where are you at this week, bud?
This week is actually a Showtime-less week.
Okay.
wow.
We actually are doing the trio all weekend, but I'm in Old School, right over here on Culver Ave.
Oh, yeah.
For the first time, which I'm excited about.
Shout out Jeff Riley.
Yeah, 7 to 10 on Thursday. And then Friday, we're at the Harp is a trio, and trio at the Rome House Club for their Christmas party.
Cool.
On Saturday.
Good, man. Keep
Yeah.
busy. I love seeing everybody super busy, man.
Excited.
Super busy, man.
We're lucky.
Yeah, we are.
We're very
For
fortunate.
sure.
Very lucky. One more time, I got to give a huge shout out to my boy Just Joe Altier. It's my dude. Thank you, Joe, for hooking me up with that Loveagram. I told him I'd give him a bunch of plugs for the whole month.
Hell yeah.
So we're starting today. Here's your plug. Go to justjoe.com or go to Twitch. You can follow him on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much wherever. Joe's an amazing talent.
Tinder.
Tinder.
Yeah.
I don't think he's on Tinder anymore. He's got a girl now.
Yeah.
Anyways, justjoe.com. You can check out all the amazing stuff that he's doing. He's got tour dates out there. He's been on tour this year. He's on Twitch. He's all over Syracuse doing his thing. So much love to Joe, and he did this awesome Loveagram.
And dude,
for me,
seriously, just get ready. If you've never heard of Joe and you're actually going to go to these places he's telling you to go to, get ready because it's like a 3-day rabbit hole you're going to go down, just catching up, and then you're going to follow him on everything, and you're just going to. Hardest working guy in show business right now.
Can you imagine?
Guaranteed.
Can you imagine not knowing who he is right now and just seeing him for the first time?
Oh my God! Yeah, right. Well, that was the same thing happened for me with Bill Ali, dude. I mean, Bill Ali. It was the first time I heard him was at the Motif at the casino, and I'm I'm walking through the food court at the casino, and I hear this fucking voice. It's light years in the stratosphere high, and I'm like, what? Who the hell is singing that acoustic right now?
Yeah.
I walk in, and it was Bill. I was like, holy shit, man!
Remember when that was the Leopard Lounge?
Yeah.
quick little plug. Coley's chiming in. What's up, Coley? Give
What
a
up,
shout out
Mike?
to our boy Mike. He's saying Just Joe at Copper City Brewing Company on the 14th.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go check that out.
Hell yeah.
Go support Copper City too. They're doing great things.
Yeah,
over
they
there.
are. They sure are.
Also, love to upgrade Brain Formula. Use promo code Disruption for a 15% discount at FreemanFormula.com. This little thing will wake your brain up. So I'm telling you, I do it every day. I take a little drink, and I didn't take one today. Maybe that's why I wasn't. I couldn't talk today. I still can't talk.
17-minute intro.
That and Justin talking about his balls the whole time just kind of really threw me
Listen,
off.
I got thrown into that by Spencer, okay? He kept setting me up. It was he pitched me a fastball down the middle of the plate, and I just hit it right out of the park.
All I did was look over at you, and you were like, "Yeah," and that's another thing about my balls.
That's all you have to do, my friend. That's all you have to do.
You were talking about your balls before we went on air.
I was talking about nut rub, not my balls, okay?
Well, it's all the same
You
shit.
guys assumed that I was talking about my balls.
Z's trying to talk about guitar tones. Spencer's like, "Yeah, it's a funny thing about testicles, They're just."
Like, I need more cream. The area's too big.
Well, if you want an area to be a little more big, you could go to lastingconfidence.com where men go for growth.
See what you just did
Yes.
there?
And
You set him up.
What a
now.
segue.
If you need a little help down below, fellas, you go to lastingconfidence.com. It's a surgery. They do a couple shots in there, and you're going to have a bigger dick. Pretty much bottom line.
You know, I had
They
it
get
too. I
for
was
life.
all set. I was right there.
That's it. See? Justin
is
got it done.
insane.
Now he can wear gray sweatpants.
Now the nut rub makes sense.
Before I was a grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
Now I'm a shower, not a grower.
You're both.
Talk about the big
Both.
show.
yeah, let's talk about the big
That
show.
is a real thing, though. Lastingconfidence.com, promo
my
code
God.
disruption will get you a discount, and that's where men go for confidence and growth.
You can
So-
fix your penis?
Yes, I'm telling you, you can. Yeah, women can get like breast surgery. We can get.
Shout
dick
out all
surgery.
you Irish guys out there.
Now you know what? I got you a gift certificate for Christmas.
Also, I
So
got
thoughtful.
I got to give love to EJA Moving Services, Joey's at 307, Utica Coffee, Saranac Brewery, and Ballsy, ballwash.com. So not only do we want you to grow, but we want you to smell
Show.
good too.
Oh, don't-
so
don't.
go to ballwash.com.
Wait, this is the other one, yeah.
Use promo code members only for
Another
a 15% discount. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff about balls.
All right, anyhow, this one was definitely off the rails today, and thanks, guys.
We need a part two, 2.5 hour edition.
Justin, do you have anything you want to promote? Yeah, my balls.
You guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see you. Follow us on social media
Always a
later.
blast.
Goodbye.
Absolutely.
Bye. Bye.